still analysing the impact of the new two-tier GST rejig tax rationalization announced by the government. And let me now welcome on board Amit Agarwal, the Group CFO at Raymond, joining in on the show right now. Amit, hi, morning. Great to have you on ET now, with apparels now above 2,500, moving to 12%, from 12% to 18% GST. How do you see this impacting Raymond's premium and formal wear sales, Amit?
Thank you for having me. Actually, if you see the way we have to consider that the necessary household expenditure of the basic essentials will go down, which will leave a lot of disposable income for the people to buy. And that is going to be a big positive for us. Second thing, if we talk about 2,500, not all our products, especially the apparels, not all our products are sold above 2,500. There are some products which is also in the range of 2,000 to 2,500. So there you will see a big increase in the demand. Second thing, if I talk about the Raymond has a large fabrics business. In the fabrics business, it has stayed at 5%. So that is going to be a big advantage because the gap between the fabric and the apparel, which used to be 5 and 12, has moved from 5 to 18%. So that is also a unique advantage which Raymond has in terms of the suitings fabrics, the shirting fabrics, which it can sell very, very well, and the demand will go up for that as well. And overall, we believe there is a demand growth happening because of the disposable income for discretionary spend going available to the people.
Right, okay, and Amit, also help us understand, like you are talking about the flip side where the GST for items below 2,500 have now fallen to 5%. Help us understand how much of your portfolio falls into this pricing category, and can this offset some pressure by driving growth in your mid-market and your casual wear portfolio?
So actually, if you see today, we are broadly in the 50-50 range, 50-55% range, which is below 2,500 and above 2,500. And especially those above 2,500 are primarily the premium shirts, trousers, the suits, jackets, where I don't think so the people will be so focused on this increase from a 12% to 18%. There people will go out and spend. So actually that is not going to impact. Whereas in the smaller segment where we are selling between 1,500 to 2,500, like the t-shirts, simple casual shirts, trousers, denims, there we will see a big improvement in the demand coming in our way.
But along with that, Amit, what we do get to understand is that the premium fashion has been clubbed with luxury goods under GST. Does this risk dampening the demand in tier 1 cities, or will the aspirational demand remain resilient?
I think we have seen the demand for the last 18-24 months has been weak in the consumption sector. But I think what has happened in the direct taxes with that 1 lakh crore on the direct taxes, then later on with this GST, what you needed a trigger and adrenaline to put into the system in order to boost the consumption and bring people to the store. And once people come to the store, I think at that point of time, they are not looking that whether it is 100 rupees more expensive or 100 rupees less, and that will drive. So therefore, what we believe, whether it is a tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, the consumption is going to grow. And very clearly, if I look at my sales bookings, which we do for both fabrics and apparels, because of the good festive demand and the wedding season, we have seen a good growth in both these fabrics and apparels. So I think we are quite optimistic that this year, it should be a much stronger year compared to the last year.
Okay, sounding optimistic on that front. And just before we let you go, Amit, give us a sense on now that more disposable income, essentially, if you take a look at that math, that opens up for spending. Help us understand how this would shape up demand. And also now that we have the festive season that's just underway, what is the demand trend shaping up to be like?
I think we have seen very clearly, if I took in the fabrics and the apparel space, bookings is a very good sign, which we have seen early single double digit, like 10 to 12% growth in the bookings has come to us. So that reflects that people are bullish. They are seeing a trend going up, and that would reflect into the sales in the third and the fourth quarter.
All right, Amit, with this, we let you go on that. Thank you so much for taking the time out and speaking with us this